passenger. The bus was nearly empty that night. Just the driver, an old woman knitting in the back, and Rohan, heading home after a late shift. Rain lashed against the windows, and the dim yellow lights flickered with every bump in the road. The driver kept glancing in the rearview mirror more than usual, which made Rohan uneasy. At the next stop, the doors creaked open. A tall man in a black coat stepped in. His face was hidden under a dripping hood, and when he paid the fare, his hand looked unnaturally pale. He sat directly across from Rohan, even though every other seat was free. His head tilted slightly, as if studying him. The bus rolled on. The old woman suddenly stopped knitting, her hands trembling. She stuffed her needles into her bag and pressed the stop button. But when the bus halted and the doors hissed open, she didn't step out. She just stared at the hooded man, shook her head violently, and whispered, "I'm sorry." Then she bolted down the aisle and into the rain. Now it was only Rohan, the driver, and the man in the hood. "Long night?" the man asked, his voice deep and cold. Rohan forced a nod, his throat dry. Then the man smiled. His lips stretched too wide, and his teeth were blackened stubs like burnt wood. The bus lights went out. For a moment, everything was swallowed by darkness, except for a faint reflection in the window. Behind Rohan, dozens of faces pressed against the glass from the outside. Gray, hollow-eyed faces, mouths open in silent screams. When the lights flickered back, the hooded man was gone. The driver stared ahead, hands trembling on the wheel. "You should get off at the next stop," the driver muttered without looking back. "Why?" Rohan asked. The driver's voice cracked. "Because you're the last passenger now, and the bus always collects its due." The doors opened at the next stop. Rain poured. Rohan stood frozen. Behind him, he heard the shuffle of footsteps, the hooded man returning, closer this time. He didn't remember running, but he found himself outside, stumbling into the storm. The bus pulled away without him, its dark interior filled with shapes watching him through the rain-streaked windows. He never saw that bus again. But sometimes, late at night, when the streets are empty, he swears he hears it slowing down just behind him.